So our question this week comes from Kate. And Kate asks, Professor Wolters, what is the worst excuse that a student has given you? And I'll be honest, I've been teaching for over 20 years and I've got a lot of pretty lame excuses over the years. I mean, I remember I had to make it a point at the beginning of the semester to warn people to not let their grandmas go out on December 5th because grandmas always died on December 6th, which is like when the exams were, right? So like once I started doing that, it was amazing how many grandmas didn't die on December 5th and 6th anymore. So there's always the dead grandma excuse, because I always got really upset with that because there are grandmas that do die and you cheapen their deaths by your excuse. So that's like a kind of go-to lame excuse. But I think for me in my class, I had a student once who literally disappeared for 2 months. Like I thought they dropped the class and then they showed up for the final presentation. I'm like, I thought you dropped the class. And their excuse was, I was sick. But the thing was, they weren't sick. They were doing a cross-country Route 66 tour with their boyfriend. And we could all see it on social media. So it's kind of like, I don't think you were sick because you were here, 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 and here on Route 66. And they just kind of sat there like, yeah, so that would be the lamest one that made me the most upset. But the one I don't like is when people use like grandmas or tragedies to get out of things. Don't do that. Just be honest with your professor. Look, I haven't had time to do it. I've got too much work. I procrastinated. I'm sorry. Goes a long way to get an extension versus lying to them or just making up some lame excuse, okay? So, Kate, I hope that helps you know what my lamest excuse I've received is, and I probably should just do a whole video series on the lame excuses that students give. That could be pretty funny. Anyway, if you want us to do a series on that, make a series on it down below. But what's the lamest excuse that you've given to a professor or a teacher for not doing your work or for disappearing for 2 months from class? Anyway, I wish you all the best. I'll say bye from here in Savannah.